Yo, what's up, Beatbox? It's your boy Stitch, back again with another HATEN Beatbox World Championship 2024 solo elimination. And today we have Kenôzen from France. Actually, in the title card here, it says Kenôzen, FR France, and PT. So Portugal as well. Now, I am very excited to hear this elim because of two reasons. One, I was not there live to witness it because I think my elimination just finished like 2 eliminations ago. So I was just outside relaxing like, oh, I'm finally done with my elimination. And I forgot to witness Kenôzen's elimination. And I think that is a huge regret of mine because Kenôzen ended up placing 5th in the elims. So he did very well, which is insane if you think about it, because as a solo beatboxer, not tag team, but as a solo beatboxer, he hasn't been battling or competing for like 5 or 6 years. So to come back into solo beatboxing after 5 or 6 years of not competing and still get 5th place eliminations in a competition that is as stacked as this is pretty insane. So I'm pretty excited to see what he did. So let's get into it. Yo!
Solo category showcase elimination. 22人目はこいつだ. Coming all the
Sorry, this is really funny. One thing about the Japanese crowd is that when the MC is announcing who's coming up on stage and then the whole LED screen is like, oh, who's coming up? You will hear all the people in the Japanese crowd go, Dare, Dare, Dare. Dare means who. So they're saying, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? And they do this for every competitor, even when they know who's coming up next, which is pretty funny and also awesome.
the way from France, the tag team world champion, presented Kenôzen. Make some noise, everybody. Come
Yo,
on.
my man looking clean with the fit.
Okay, can we get that mic check from you, please?
Ooh.
Sounds good. Let's do it. それでは OK をいただいたので早速参りたいと思います。いきます。When I say the 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1. In 3, 2, 1, Beatbox.
Ooh, clean.
Meu amor, minha paixão. Estou vibrando todos os dias.
Oh, he's singing in Portuguese.
Beatbox é emoção. A minha alma irradia.
Oh, that's so cool.
Let's go.
Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Hey.
Let's go.
Oh. Wow.
Time! Give it up for Kenôzen from France, everybody!
Arigato.
Wow. I'm gonna be real, my jaw is like kind of numb right now from smiling so much because that was really fun. Oh man, I wish I was there live now. I mean, I was there, but I wasn't there, you know, like, oh man, that actually looked like a lot of fun. And honestly speaking, that was very Kenôzen. Okay, so before I comment about this Elim, let me just rank him in my opinion first. So these are my rankings. I am unfortunately going to bring Abo Ice from 3rd place to maybe 5th or 6th place. And I'm going to put Kenôzen in 3rd place right now. He might go up. Actually, no, he's not going to go up. I'm going to be honest. Wing and Decoy, not moving. I'm not moving the two of them. Okay? So if Kenôzen was going to move from the 3rd place in my list, he's probably moving down, right? Or maybe he might. Maybe he might not move. Maybe he might just stay in 3rd place. But for now, that's where I'm putting him. But yeah, that was a really fun Elim. Like, let's watch it again. You know, that's such a cool thing. Like the way he's pronouncing whatever he's singing, right? You can hear like a glimpse of in there. So it feels like there's drums in there. So it makes you want to groove to the melody before the actual drums even get in there. You can hear like it makes you want to like groove into the melody before the actual drums even come in, which I think was a really nice touch. I don't know if it was intentional or not, and even if it was intentional, I wouldn't be surprised because it's Kenôzen, you know, but like it's such a nice detail. His vocals are really clean as well. That was clean. I think this is a good strategy, by the way. Everybody else is either singing in English or Japanese, right? But he's like, nah, I'm just gonna go to my roots and sing in Portuguese. And that's a great thing. It made him stand out. So if I was a judge, I'll be like, oh, plus points, originality, right? Because nobody else is doing what he's doing, which is pretty good, by the way. Nah, we gotta talk about that. Now we gotta talk about that. I'm gonna be real, it's such a small detail, but it's so cool. Just like listen, he's going right? Then when he goes to this lower register, the right? I'm gonna be real, at first I thought it was some kind of like subharmonic or something. Especially that first note, it sounded like an actual bass line. I mean, to be honest, it is a bass line. It's just a normal chest voice, but you're going in your lower register. But the way he did it was so clean. At one point, I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool subharmonic. And then a few notes later, I was like, no, that's not a subharmonic. He's just using his normal voice. I'm sorry if I'm just geeking out right now, but for me, that's like a really cool thing. This part is so good. It's so good. This is so good. This is so good. Like the crowd control here, it's good. Okay, just personal opinion for me. I don't like whenever a beatboxer is doing his Elim or maybe he's battling and then he goes, crowd control. Like he says on the mic, crowd control, and then he does a beat. Hear me out. If you actually have crowd control, you wouldn't need to say crowd control. Just hear me out. If you actually have crowd control, you wouldn't need to say crowd control. You just do the beat. And if you have good crowd control, you know how to move, you know, if your beat is good enough, the crowd will be in your control without you saying crowd control, right? And this is actually crowd control, right? This is done very well, by the way. And in a really entertaining and also funny way because of the way he was speaking. It was actually really funny to watch. Shout out to MOM. I don't know, maybe he got the idea from them or maybe he just didn't think about it. But this is like a really nice homage to MOM. Hey, 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 MOM, the crew, right? So this is it's similar to what they did actually.
Let's go.
You know, it's the simple things like this that make a beat really good, right? Right now, he's just doing the Kenôzen bass, right? And then he's adding the melody over it. And then when he repeats it, he does the exact same thing, but he removes the melody. So now it's just, it just makes the beat better because at first it was, oh my God, he's doing the melody and the bass at the same time. And in the second part, it's just the bass. So now you can appreciate the bass and that makes the bass stand out better, right? Simple things.
Kenôzen from France.
Honestly, that was a really well-rounded element. It had like musical elements, it had technical elements. The structure was really good. He had some nice crowd control without the need to say crowd control. Okay, he did crowd control without going, oh my God, let me show you crowd control, crowd control. No, he didn't say none of that. He just did it. That's how you know he has actual crowd control. Honestly speaking, I personally wouldn't change anything about this elim. Like, if for some reason I was a judge and Kenôzen asked me for advice, I wouldn't change a single thing. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and that's why I ranked him where I put him, right? But what do you think about this elim? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? You know, tell me what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Feels like nothing.